Hey there, fellow entrepreneurs. There's something that I have been working on behind the scenes that I just could not wait to share with you, and it's totally done. So, entrepreneur planning styles. Have you heard of it? Do you know what yours is? Maybe not, because I just created an awesome quiz that's going to share with you and tell you what your entrepreneur planning style is. Woo, let's get into it. All right, so your entrepreneurial planning style is your approach or the way that you are planning in your business or your entrepreneurial journey. And I've created a quiz that will kind of help you and tell you more about your entrepreneurial style and some of the things that you can do to approach your style a little bit better so that you can pay attention to the blind spots while capitalizing on your strengths. So for example, if your entrepreneurial style might be a big picture thinking, creative, visionary, you might be missing out on some of the details that might be required to get you to that big picture because you're just that big high level thinker, right? Or for example, if you're like me, a strategic scheduler, you're so into the details that sometimes you miss that big picture, whereas you might create like a list of 10 things that will get you to that goal that you're trying to get to. But because you're not thinking big picture, you might be able to narrow that list down to 5, right? So the purpose of the quiz is to help you to identify what your planning style is so that you can, what did I say? Capitalize on your strengths while also being mindful of some of the challenges or some of the blind spots that you have when you're planning because you're so in the zone on what your style is. Now, this is not another label that you're about to add to yourself as an entrepreneur, as a human, or as an individual. The goal of completing the quiz and understanding your entrepreneurial planning style is so that you can be more strategic in your approach to planning as an entrepreneur, right? The goal is always to get more strategic, always learning, always growing, and understanding your planning style might help you to do just that. So there's a link around here somewhere. Make sure that you take the quiz, and I can't wait for you to come back and let me know what your results are. Wait a minute, you're still here? So I'll tell you, since you're still here, about the 4 different types of entrepreneurial planning styles. There's the strategic scheduler, which is what I am as a project manager, and I love to get into my details, right? There is visionary vanguard for my big thinkers, adaptive architects for my innovators, and collaborative captain for my team collaborators and those who love communication. One thing I like to ask people is what do you think your style is before you take the quiz? And then after you take the quiz, see if your style actually matches the style that you thought that you were. And just know, sometimes you have multiple styles of planning, and I'll give you access so that you can review each style and each style's tips in case you feel like you fall into more than one category. So you're not going to be boxed into one style if you have more than one type of style. All right, link is below. Go take that quiz and let me know what your entrepreneurial planning style is. Talk to you soon.